Last Thursday, I was down Ocean City, and I was doing a service call for a neighbor, helping him with his air conditioning. I was on my way home, and I got a telephone call from Officer Peterson, and she says, "Mr. Carr, are you around the house? Are you around here?" I said, "No, I'm down the Ocean City. I'm on my way." And he goes, "Mr. Carr, I got an order to take all your animals." I was flipping out. I go, "What? What?" So it was a nasty day, rainy. When I finally got here, and there was like 30 cop cars around there chasing around the sheep and all. Well, the reason she got that, they give you things to do, and they give you a time frame to do it. If a sheep is down, you got to get them to a vet within 24 hours. If you don't get them to that vet in 24 hours, they got the right to take it themselves. And when they take it themselves, they take it to their vet, and then that vet creates a charge. They'll go ahead and tabulate how many ounces of oats they ate every day, the whole diet they had for them to come back and heal. And by the time that's done, it's like $1,800. I'm a farmer. I'm not a vet shop. I can't treat. $1,600 is 18, 20 round bales of hay. A farmer economically can't afford to do that. We're not pet shops. So I went ahead and took the ewes. They were busted up by a billy goat. I never had any experience with a billy goat, but they ran. That's their nature, and they busted each other up. I had 2 ewes that were limping pretty great, and the other one looked pretty serious. Made arrangements to go up to see the vet, see what could happen or anything. And she told me the one looked like the ribs were messed up, and the other one. But she came back and says, "We can do this, do that, do x-rays," and all I see is tabulation of bills just going right up, and a cost that would not absorb the value of the animal. So I told her I would just take them home. I go, "Mr. Carr, you can't do that. You can't treat your own animals." And so the only way I could bring them back is let them euthanize them right there. And when they euthanize them, they allowed me to bury them back here. And it was still $340 just to euthanize an animal. But it's all a show, and it's all money, and it's a ploy for your emotions to invest in a vet. I don't know what's going on, but everybody's got the right to treat their own animals. A veterinarian is a luxury for a homeowner and a farmer. If you feel you've got the value of a livestock or an animal, you got the right to invest in him. But you shouldn't be forced to invest in him or put your animal down. And it's wrong. And I don't know, it's supposed to be state law, and where they come from it's not right. It's just not right. And the other thing, she wanted a vet to come out and see the animals and evaluate it. And she did. And we sat up in that in the barn up there and we got a game plan together, and she thought that I had too many rams, and I got to shed everything down and get down to 15. And I kind of tried to get the time frame so I can continue to do my business and get what her done. I had to go ahead and build the loading racks and everything to orchestrate up loading them up. And all this stuff takes time. And I was trying to buy time and nobody wanted to work with me. They kept on persistent, like they had a game plan already set at me. And, you know, they wouldn't budge off it. They gave me 2 weeks to do this all. Plus I had to take care of my air conditioning business work. So they came out, we decided we'll go ahead and get 15. I had no paperwork given to me by the Harford County Police or Harford County Animal Control. They didn't get me to sign anything about this 2-week time limit. And as I proceeded and did everything, I made a call. I asked, where's my paperwork or report? And he goes, Mr. Carr, we're going by the report of the vet. It was in his. I don't have nothing in writing that it was mandatory for me to do this. So I ventured on, I followed through. Me and my son came out, we made the loading rack. Took us a half an hour to load them up, sort them, put them back in. Everything worked fine. And then I took them off to the auction up in PA. And, you know, something had to be done. I came home, went in the house, did my thing, and came out the next morning. There was another ticket sticker out. Didn't have my signature on it. It said that all my sheep had to be sheared, and they gave me 24 hours. Well, we did all the shearing except for 3. And there was one I couldn't get a hold of. And it was a requirement. These things, when they issue you the 24 hours, this short little time frame, it's not workable at all. I don't know how somebody could do it if they weren't retired like me. But we went out and got the 3 and sheared them up, my wife. So then they come back and says I'm not supposed to have no pigs in the pasture with them. So I turned around, no pigs. They kept on moving it up. And I said, no pigs in with the sheep. So that night, I went ahead and borrowed my neighbor's dump truck and got 18 panels and put them out here for temporary means. I didn't have all these pigs out at the time. Since a vacancy of the sheep, I moved them into here. So I put all the panels up, put the pigs in here, and I had 2 sows with little piglets in there. I wasn't going to put them in here. And that's what cooked me. I had a pig out there with little, or a sow out there with little piglets, 2 of them. So I didn't meet their requirements, so that gave them the order to come in and take the sheep. And it was a mess. These people are ridiculous. They don't know livestock. To me, they treat my place like a public parking lot, and they act like a meter maid, looking right up something. They can't see stuff and reasoning behind things or rectify things. They just want to, you know, kill. They don't give me no opportunity to make things better. And I'm a very flexible person. Well, so they came out and they took the sheep on Thursday. When they took the sheep on Thursday, they went ahead and took the chickens. The reason they took the chicken was in mud. It was a temporary thing. My wife had a new chicken coop ready to go, but it wasn't ready yet. We had to take those chickens out of our coop, which we put chicks in. Well, they came and took them all because the chicken was in mud. I don't know where they come from. I do everything I can. I know they got a job to do, but I don't know if they know what the hell they're doing. And they have no respect for me. They constantly talk down to me like I'm elderly, out of control. And I just take it. I just keep on walking away. But when they start stealing from you, they're stealing. And that's what they're doing. They stole my animals. They told me they wanted them, and they got them. And it was raining, pouring when they were there. It looked like a mess. I felt really bad and everything. Then all kind of reports start coming out, and it's been pathetic. They came out, and I had an old pig, and he was probably 11 years old, and he was just breaking down materially wise. So I had him put him down, and I asked the gentleman to put the one that was right behind them down. They're just old, that's all it is. Their health was in decay because of age, not because of what was being fed. So I put them all, took them out, and the sheep vacated, and I put them down here. And you can look around and see the health on them. It's nothing what they're saying they are. And I got a ticket that night, a citation, whatever you want to call it, and for Thursday. And they give me 1 week to go ahead and have a vet check them all out. And he's got to be diagnosed and treated. All that's got to be done before Friday morning. I can't even get a vet to return a telephone call. And I've been calling. This is my prize crossbreed over here. This one here is a Magalisa pig with a large black. I raised them, designing them to eat grass. If you look out here, look all the grass, they're not rooting, they're eating grass. And that's what I'm designing. They're heritage pigs. They got a lot of omega-3s in them. They're good for your body and a lot of other things I'm not going into detail. And now these people want to take them from me because I can't get a vet out here. I guess that's, stay tuned to Friday. I put a email in to see if I can at least get 1 more week because of the situation. I got no response out of them. My goal was to take this pig, put him in his own personal pen up here, and let him breed the sows and let the piglets roam out here. That was my goal. And they pushed me in, and now I got boars in there, and it's all chaos. It's all a mess now. But that's my goal. I wanted to make a separate pen for him, make him king of the hill, and when the sows come up along and rub the fence, I open the gate, let them go in and do their things, and let the sow go back out, complete his cycle, do it again, and I was going to allow piglets or pigs be sold here so that people can see it from the road. And I was going to corral them in, feed them in the corral, let the people make their decision what pig they want, and I would have a loading rack. If you see it up above, they could put it in the back of their pickup truck, and they can have a barbecue pig out. I think what my goal was to be behind the microbreweries that we had in the state. They're popping over. They're a big hit, big success. And I wanted to do it with barbecue. I wanted people coming from the city, the suburbs, have an opportunity to experience this. And all I've been is talk down to, I'm old, what are you doing all this for? And I'm up here with it. And I know they're packing guns and all that stuff. And first time I see them, what are you walking around with? A bullet vest on, guns, and they look like they should be in a military combat zone. But that's where I'm at. I can't get a vet. It's Thursday evening or Tuesday evening, and I'm supposed to have all these vetted. And that's where I stand. I'll let you know what happened.